Blessings, blessings, blessings. Hello, hello, love. Love, love, love to one and all on this beautiful, beautiful, bright day. Wherever you are in the world, whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this. Hello, welcome to Ascension to Love. My name's Alice. And I'm here to share a little bit on this wonderful world of duality, right, that we are currently in, especially as this month progresses, as energies intensify. That split is becoming very, very apparent, and that and I really want to transmit a message that will help us understand how to work with these energies rather than against them. Right, so we can utilize them for our own individual ascension, for our collective ascension, for spreading light through this world. Because there are so many little traps, right, that are around, that are laid, that we can fall into easily and distract us. Distractions, I should call them, rather than traps. They're distractions for many people that are ready and waiting and keen to be spreading that love with an open heart, with an open whole center column of light, right? So the world that we've been living in has had this split, right? This 3D world. You'll hear that term 3D bandied about. And we can misunderstand what the term 3D can mean, right? Some people refer to the outer world, going to the shops, as 3D. That's not 3D, that's going to the shops, you know? The 3D world is, it's about that separation. It's that fear comes in, right? That fear, that separation consciousness, that forgetting that we are all connected to everything and everyone. There is no separation. I am you, you are me, the earth, the sky, the trees, the rocks. We are all one, we are all together. The non-physical, physical, we are all one together. And there are many posts, many people doing what is right for them right now, because everyone is only doing what is right for them, what feels resonant in their own heart. And this message is to help you find that resonance, especially if you are a little bit newer to awakening, to kind of connecting on a deeper level, because there are many humans out there on this planet, right? A few billion of us, and many more billion of everything else, animals, plants, and one person's experience can be broadcast like this, like I'm doing right now. One person's experience can be broadcast, and it can be broadcast to a large audience, and we can think that that is the truth. And to them it is, right? To them it is. This is the importance of this message right now. To them it is the truth. To me, what I'm about to say is the truth. To me. It might not be to you, and that's okay. The world is splitting, and you may have heard the term 5G or 5D. 5D or 5G. That's essentially where we're going to, right? 5D is that state of unconditional love, right? We see ourselves within another, whether they show up from fear or from love. We see ourselves in them, and we offer compassion back because we've healed our triggers and our wounds, or we are healing them. We may be triggered by another, but instead of reacting, we pause, we send love and compassion back, and we go within ourselves to find what that root cause of the trigger was, because that's a shadow. And this is essentially where that dualistic world has come into play, right? That black and white, that light and dark, that good and evil, as the phrase is being bandied about right now, good and evil, good and evil. And I'm like, guys, don't get caught in this trap that is here right now. It is not one versus another. They are all within ourselves, because we all are a physical representation of the collective energies here on this planet, right? So whatever we choose to identify with, whatever we choose to focus on will grow. That is the law of attraction. The law of attraction is one of the universal laws. It is always in play. And it doesn't work off words, it works off vibration, energy, right? Emotion. That's the vehicle. Law of attraction is the vehicle, and that emotion, that vibration is the fuel. Right, so when you put that fuel in, it kind of programs the sat-nav. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go into the spiral, or do you not want to, right? Do you want to go upwards or downwards? There it is, that duality again, one or the other, polarity. Now, when we see and hear another person, another soul, talking about what may or may not be going on in the world, we have to remember that is their experience, okay? There are people that may be bringing channeled messages through, that may be sharing light as they know it, but underneath it all, the vibration isn't actually light, right? The vibration is separation still, because that's where they are at. That's where they are at. That's where they are at. They are. That's where we're at, right? And that's the whole point. That's where we are at, because whatever we see, whatever is showing up for us, being sent to us, is representing that duality that still exists. So the message for whomever is here to receive this right now is, you may hear many things. You have been for over a year, for many, many years, right? You may have been speaking your truth, and if that's right for you, carry on doing that. Continue. You may be searching, looking around, trying to understand the bigger picture. But just remember that the further you search, the further away from yourself you're going to go. The further outwardly you go, the less connected you are, right? So, if you currently find yourself receiving many messages from other people, you're connected to pages of people, whether they call themselves spiritual light workers, regardless, it doesn't matter. We are all that. We are all of that. Just allow yourself to feel into whether the message that's being transmitted to you, whether it is increasing your positive vibration and your connection with love, or whether it is causing more fear. And this can come in so subtly, because what it does is it engages our mind, and it makes us think that, you know, there is this battle going on and this, that and the other, and, you know, and although that is very real, but for many, many people, but it actually resides within our own hearts, within our own spaces. That is what we are here to heal. We are here to heal that separation within ourselves. Every shadow that appears on the earth outside and around us, within other people, every shadow that appears, every lower energy that is spoken of, that is acted upon, that is identified, that is being identified because it's within us to heal. And I titled this video duality and its blessing, because it really is a blessing, because when we see something appear around us, we are able to then go, I'm actually going to look within myself to find where I have ever felt like that, where I have ever acted like that, where I have ever spoken like that. Because if it doesn't resonate with me now as I'm receiving that, then somewhere within me I've still attracted it to me, right? Somewhere within me I've still attracted it to me, which means that somewhere within me there is still this to heal. There is still a energetical debris of where I maybe have spoken that, said that, acted upon that at some point in this lifetime or another. And then it's up to me to go within and to find it and to illuminate it and to bring love and unity to it, to bring forgiveness to it. That's what our purpose really is here. And I titled this video, you know, The Light Worker Trap. And you know, quite an ominous couple of words, that, isn't it? The light worker trap. But it's important. It's important to capture that attention for anyone that calls themselves a light worker, for anyone that wants to be spreading love and light into this planet, into this world, because we have always been that leading edge, right? We've always been that leading edge of kind of like advancement, spiritual advancement, and now the world is catching up. The world is becoming aware, right? And now with the wisdom and the knowledge, and I do this, with the wisdom and the knowledge coming through, we can find ourselves wanting to be in the know, right? We can find ourselves wanting to be in the know, and then wanting to transmit messages that are trying to explain to everyone what's going on so that they have an understanding. But really, is that feeding love, or is that feeding the mind and the ego and the programming that keeps us in separation? And I call it the Lightworker Trap because many light workers are finding themselves here right now. They're finding themselves receiving these messages and wanting to transmit those messages. And I've even done that in the past, right? We all have. But is it anchoring in love, or is it actually bringing further energy to that separation of which we speak? So this video is intended to help bring a little bit of discernment, a little bit of my truth, what I find to be true. Because when I see a video like that, I unfollow the person, right? When I receive a message like that, I delete the message, you know. But I don't just leave it there. I go within and I find, okay, what within me has attracted that to come out in this person? I thank that, I bless that. And the energies are getting more and more intense as this energy is being brought to the surface within each and every one of us to see clearly, to heal, and to bring back into unity and union. And that's exactly what it is that I feel that we should be doing. Is if that happens, if you find yourself receiving this message, maybe you're watching this video and you're going, well, actually what you're saying doesn't feel true to me. Okay, then why has it showed up for you? What within you needs to be brought back into union? If you see another message from another light worker, from another friend, from another soul, a dear blessed soul that is also talking to the same thing, that duality, that, you know, one or another, and this is what's happening, and here you can be in the know, and etc, etc, and it doesn't resonate with you, or it feels spiky, right? You'll know because it might feel spiky if you're very sensitive and you've refined your energy reception a little bit. How does it feel afterwards? Do you feel drained afterwards? Are you then attracting more polarity into your life? Are you then attracting more of that experience into your life after that? Because if so, then it may be a little indication that, you know, that's feeding the law of attraction for you and it's not benefiting you, right? So I bring this message with love and an open heart and compassion to all and to one, and blessings of love and abundance and prosperity and bliss and joy and really beautiful high frequency vibration as I stand on the hill of the Tor. There it is, look at that. Boop, Tor. And just to say, you know, whatever is truth for you, carry on speaking that truth. It's important that our throat chakra does get cleared, and everyone is playing their own divine role, but there is no good versus evil. It doesn't exist in this world because it's a creation within ourselves. It's the message I want to get across. We always want to paint someone as the bad guy, this person this, but still when we do that, we are anchoring that blame somewhere else. There is no blame to be had. There is no condemning to offer. If the people causing the contrast weren't there, how would we grow? There is always a person in any type of myth, history, legend, whatever, it doesn't matter how we phrase it, you know, where where there is that bad guy. You know, I'm stood on the Tor, so let's talk about the Christ drama, right? There was that Judas, you know, and he was painted the bad guy because he handed over Yeshua, right, Jesus. But Judas was playing a role that he agreed to before he came in here, right? Like Osiris and Isis and Horus, there was the bad guy of Set, right? Same thing. That was a personification of the shadows that remain within us, because that's, as humans, that's what we're here to do. That's why we are in a human body. We are made up of this earth, we are made up of this galaxy, this cosmos. We are here, and the personification, the physicalization of those energies are made apparent so that we can receive that contrast, get clarity from it, and heal and bring it back into union. And that's exactly what it is that we're doing. That's exactly what we're going through right now, and it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. But just be aware as to whether you are spiraling into those stories. I say that with love. Just be aware whether you're spiraling into those stories and finding yourselves attracting more and more of speakers who talk about those things in detail that you do not need to receive, because once again, that is their reality. That is their dimension, their reality. That's what they are focusing on. That's what they are experiencing in a great, great deal. Do you want to experience that? Do you want their fear to be your fear? Or do you want to receive it and show gratitude and appreciation for that contrast showing up, so that you can then go within and go, okay, there is a shadow within me. It's personified, it's here, it's physicalized. I'm going to find it within myself first. I'm going to find it. I'm going to shine so much love on that, so much compassion, understanding, and forgiveness for whenever I have ever condemned myself or another for speaking their truth, for acting in fear, for being disconnected to love, disconnected to the divine, disconnected to that earthly mother, that father sky, whatever you call that, universe, love. It doesn't matter, right? The world is truly a beautiful place. And when we spend time outside, just connecting, just feeling, just being, just breathing, we remember that so fully, so truly. Right? We remember that so strongly. Hi, puppy! And once again, I have dogs following me everywhere. I had a dog just before I did this video. I've been surrounded by dogs today. They just keep running up to me wanting to play. I love dogs. And that's exactly what it is that they do, right? They bring that unconditional love, that they bring that non-judgment, they bring that childlike innocence, that fun, many other things as well. But they remind us who we are. They remind us what our purpose is here. And our purpose is not to get caught up in dramas of the world. Our purpose is to have fun, is to raise that frequency. And that's what we then anchor in. And you will know, because you will attract the animals, the birds. I had a robin come and fly up to me the other day when I was here. I was looking at this robin a few trees away, a little distance away, and telepathically with my heart I was sending it love and just saying how beautiful and how gorgeous that robin was, and it flew up to me, right? Because that's how we communicate with one another, really. It's energy. That's how this universe works. So don't feel like you need to find yourself getting drawn into all this drama and politics and, you know, duality and polarity and all of that. Don't get drawn into it if you don't want to be. If you don't want that to be the fuel in your vehicle directing the way, then thank it for being here, thank it for showing up, thank it for showing you the contrast you needed to get the clarity. And then, bring that contrast into love, right? Bring it into love. You are here to do great things, each and every one of you. That is why we are here. And there are many people that will dispute that. There are many people that feel a victim to being here on this planet. Don't let their fear be yours, because you are a being of love, of light, of grace, of bliss, of joy, of happiness. And you're here to remember that and share that with one another. So much love to each and every one of you. I am honoured to be here with you. I'm honoured if you watch this. Show some love. Tell me in the comments if you watch this video through and through, and if it resonates, do share it. Do share it with someone that may need to hear this. Do share it with someone that may be getting stuck into that little vortex, that trap that I described at the start. Because we want so many people to be anchored in their love, because that's what we're here for. And if it's anything else, why be here? Right? You're missing your purpose. You're missing the fun. Love to you all. Bye for now.